If you're someone who's trying to quit drinking, this video is for you. I quit drinking at 30. I'm now 35 and I am living the life that I could only have dreamt of. What I'm about to share with you might just give you that switch flicking moment that you've been waiting for. And don't worry, this video isn't just about me. I'm simply using myself as an example of what is possible because you can turn your life around too. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same. But first, let me ask you this question. When did drinking stop becoming fun for you? I want you to answer this truthfully because right here, this is a photo of 18-year-old me. Shortly before, he went out to a nightclub, drinking on a Wednesday night, got into a fight, got arrested and went to prison a year later. Back then, I laughed it off and I told myself it was part of being young. But that was the first red flag and I ignored it. I kept drinking, I kept chasing weekends, I thought I was living, but really I was running from my problems. By 25, I looked like absolute crap. I was skinny, I was out of shape, I was chasing validation. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I was chasing girls. I had zero self-worth. You might be able to relate to this, but every time I would go out, I would try to moderate my drinking. I would say to myself, this weekend will be different. I'll be able to control myself and I won't make the same mistakes. But it never worked long term. I even took breaks. I even slowed down. But eventually, the cycle repeats itself. And as you get older, you get gradually worse. The problem with drinking alcohol is there's not that one rock bottom moment that happens that we're all waiting for that makes us quit. It's just a slow build up of small regrets, missed opportunities, broken promises to yourself, and sometimes even health scares. Often by this time, it's too late. If you're watching this video, you're probably waking up feeling like shit, foggy headed, feeling bloated, zero confidence, keep saying that's it, I'm done, but you never follow through. I want to take you back to when I quit drinking. I was 30 and I was living in a caravan park in Australia. I've been through this story so many times, so I'm not going to go through it again. But I was with this Irish lad called Shane. Long story short, we had been up from Friday to Sunday, drinking, taking cocaine. We were watching the UFC. It was Masvidal and Usman #1. I just remember sitting there with so much anxiety. I just felt so bad. I looked at him and said, that's it. I am done. No more drinking, no more drugs. He looked at me and he just gave me that look. You know that one when you give your friend and you say, right, I'm not drinking anymore? He gave me that exact one. But it was true. I was done. Therefore, I am now 5 years sober. You might be thinking, great, Ben. You quit drinking at 30, you're now 35, you're living a life by design, not out of desperation. But how can I do this for myself? Quitting drinking is so fucking easy. It is so easy. When I say this to people, they cannot believe that I haven't drunk for 5 years because they think it is so difficult. What I'm about to show you now is how you can redesign your life, build structure and routine, which leaves no room for drinking. But first, you need to ask yourself the question, why do I want to quit drinking? And don't just give me some blasé answer like I want more money or I don't want to feel anxiety. It might be the case that you're stuck in a corporate job that you decided in your 20s when you were a heavy drinker and you were in university that was the route that you were going to go down. Now you're in your 30s to 40s, you've got a family to support or you want to have a family and you realize this job isn't going to get you to where you want to go. It might mean that you might never get a wife, you might never have kids, or you might lose your wife and you won't be able to provide for your kids. I don't know which one it's going to be. Get a pen and paper and write down the reasons why you want to quit drinking. Just wanting to quit is not going to be enough. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The reason I quit drinking is because I was 30. I was pretty much living paycheck to paycheck. I looked in the mirror, I was skinny, I wasn't who I wanted to be, and I had a girlfriend who I wasn't really attracted to. And truth be told, we probably didn't really want to be with each other. That's why we're not together now. If I did not quit drinking at 30, there was a very strong chance that I would have become a loser. Now that we have our real reason why we want to quit, this is going to hold us accountable. The very first thing I did when I quit drinking, I downloaded an app on my phone. I'm going to put it up here. It's called the I Am Sober app. The second thing I did, I took to Facebook at the time because that's what I was using, and I posted, "That's it, no more drugs or alcohol." I put it up there and I held myself accountable. The reason this is so powerful is because as a man, we want to keep our word. If we keep breaking our word to ourselves and other people know, they're just going to think that we're a loser, and we don't want to be a loser. This is very basic, but it's very important. I built a structured routine. So I controlled what I put in my mind. I controlled what I put in my mouth. I removed sugar. I removed junk food. I made sure that I went to bed at the same time every single night, and I woke up early in the morning and I went to the gym before work. This sounds like basic stuff, but if you want to quit drinking and you want to be successful long term and you want to be a high performing successful man, you need to have the basics in order. Therefore, waking up early in the morning, that allowed me time to go to the gym before work. Why is this important? Because I was going to the gym, I was putting myself on a high frequency vibration, which was setting me up for a good day. I was performing better in work. As a result of training in the morning, I would eat healthy throughout the day, and it was just a compounding momentum effect. By the way, I teach all of this in my training video, and I will leave a link below in the description so you can check it out. Now, I'm not saying that going to bed at a decent time every night and waking up at a decent time is going to stop you from drinking, but it is the foundations from which you build upon. In the beginning of quitting drinking, we just want to build up momentum. We want to get up to that month mark of feeling good, of no drinking. We build it brick by boring brick. The path illuminates as we walk it. When I quit drinking, I didn't have all the answers at the time, but I held myself accountable until I did. By 6 months in of holding myself accountable, waking up early, eating healthy food, building up my body, I was in good stead. By month 6, I looked like this. I was in pretty good shape and I was holding myself accountable. I will say this, when you hit 6 months, you get to that point where you don't get cravings anymore. You have clarity of mind. So you're kind of on your purpose, which makes you not want to drink alcohol. Now I'm on year 5. I started multiple businesses and failed in between quitting drinking and now. And I've finally been able to leave my 9-to-5 job. I live in Thailand. My life's pretty good. It's not completely where I want it to be, but I would argue if I didn't stop drinking, I would be nowhere near where I wanted to be. So I just want you for today to focus on getting the basics in order. Get your sleep in order, exercise daily, what you put in your mind and what you put in your mouth. Just take baby steps and let the path illuminate as you walk it. And remember, hold yourself accountable until you get the answers that you are looking for. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.